What's going on, everybody? Welcome out to another Unmanageable Negroes. We are back.
The UN.
Wellington in the building. Marvin in the building. We up in here, man. Hey, man, we've been getting some great reviews, bro. I mean, people love the podcast, fellas.
Yep. Yes, they have. Yes, we have.
I know they've been mad at us. We've been doing like one podcast. We gonna do better.
Got to.
We gonna do better, man. How everybody doing, man? Y'all doing all right? Well, what you got going on, man?
We here, baby. We here. We just embracing. Did anybody even know Father's Day passed it?
No Father's Day passed.
It's coming up.
Yeah,
ain't nobody talking about it or nothing.
Hey, that is sad. We stopped for Mother's Day a little bit. Ain't nobody saying a damn thing about Father's Day.
Don't nobody mess with fathers like that.
When is it? This Sunday, right?
Is it Sunday or Saturday?
Father's Day will be on the 21st, Sunday.
Oh, June 21st. It's Sunday coming up.
Yeah.
Man, that's sad, man.
They ain't even doing Father's Day sales.
Nah, they ain't doing nothing. They don't care this year. They don't care about the sperm donors this year.
Damn. So y'all, hey man, I ain't no father, so it don't hurt me none. But Wellington, you felt, it seemed like you felt a certain way about that, man.
You know what? Honestly, though, I'm okay with the focus being where it's at right now because we're getting a lot accomplished. So I'm okay.
We are, but we do need to do a bit recognition of fathers, man, because fathers, we losing our fathers and everything, man. We need to turn up, man.
Yeah. The shit and turn up at social distance.
Marvin, Marvin still ain't going nowhere, man.
Oh, no, I'm going places. I mean, I be out every day. You know, well, not every day, but I be going to run errands and shit like that. I just ain't around no big crowds.
Hey, did you end up going to the you say you were going to a protest?
It started pouring down raining, man. It started thunderstorming.
They still had it though.
They did still have it, but we ended up not going, man. It was like storming real bad.
Yeah, you weren't about to. Marvin, they go down. Marvin, you supposed to go out there.
Wait. Hey, bro, I had the signs made, everything, bro. We were ready over here, dog. We were ready to go, dog.
So where you gonna use those signs for now?
Poles, I made signs. We were ready to go, baby.
A little water made you stay inside.
It was a lot of water.
Little sprinkle had you
What your sign
inside.
say? What your
I got
sign
one that Black Lives Matter, then I got one that say their name with all their pictures on it.
Oh, that was dope. Nobody saw it.
But you know what though? With everything that happened today, it's gonna be another one.
Yeah.
They ain't stopping no time soon.
Yeah, all right. So I mean, let's jump on in these topics, man. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that's bothering me, man, is these companies, man. It's like all of a sudden they are doing a lot of changes. I can't be mad at it. Some of these changes I don't give a damn for. Like I'm like, what the hell? But what do y'all think about some of these companies that all of a sudden making changes for black people now, man?
I don't have a problem with it.
I know Wellington brought one up that I'm like,
Honestly, all this shows is how important the black dollar is. That is the biggest takeaway from this. This is letting you know how powerful that dollar is. The only language the white corporate America understands is money. I promise you that. You know how many bodies we done lost, how many fathers we done lost, how many kids have lost their father?
Exactly.
Until that black dollar started pulling out, until they started destroying property, like they did us with the Black Wall Street, like they did us with Wilmington, North Carolina.
Exactly.
Until all that started happening, they wasn't moving nothing, they didn't say nothing, they didn't care. But once we start pulling our money and start delaying progress and start delaying stores, and all these stores trying to catch up from COVID-19, they start acting right. They couldn't wait to put on Oscar award-winning performances. They couldn't wait.
And you know what? They be announcing it like we supposed to stand up and applaud. Like Band-Aid. When Band-Aid did that, like, okay, you're doing all colors of Band-Aid. All right. Okay.
Who cares?
All right. Yay.
And I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you that now y'all might not agree, but this is how I feel, man. I am starting to get a little bit aggravated with just constantly highlighting who did what. Well, the white girl actually the one burned down the windows, or the white. I don't give a fuck if they were purple. Burn this motherfucker down. I don't care. I don't know what the focus is. Why is that an issue?
The only reason why I didn't like them burning down this is what I noticed. I ain't gonna say I didn't like, but this is what I did notice. And I did a video about it. Them folks didn't care about Wendy's burning down. If you look at the video, it was no cops around. It was no fire department trying to rush and get that fire down. They don't give a damn about them buildings in our neighborhood. Now, look at Lenox Mall. You saw how quick they came to Lenox Mall?
Yeah.
They came quick to Lenox Mall, which goes to tell black people they don't give a damn about you burning the buildings in your neighborhood. So stop burning them. If you're going to do it, I'm sorry, go to their neighborhood because they're not showing up. Like, I looked at that video. Them niggas was on top of Stone Mountain watching Wendy's burn down. They
really?
sat down to let it. They sat down to let this shit. Hey, man, let this. I don't live here. Why would I sacrifice my life to save this Wendy's in this neighborhood?
I'm older than y'all, man. So I always get caught up in the old motherfucker stereotype. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been guilty of it. Like ever since '92. Don't burn down your own community. Don't burn down your own community. Man, this time it's different. I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. I don't give a fuck. Burn this motherfucker down. Something is happening. Something is happening. Something is different.
And it is, but when I saw that Wendy's burn down and there was no rush to get that fire out, I said, black folks, we got to stop. Maybe we need to consider going to their neighborhood now.
Well, in Minneapolis they did. Remember me, you talk.
What'd you say? When
they went to Buckhead, they did some damage in Buckhead.
Yeah,
they did. When I sit here and tell you, I go to the dentist office. The dentist office I go to is a branch. And when they burnt down the branch, when they stole the equipment out the branch in the other office, man, they couldn't work.
They went there and stole the equipment out of the dentist office.
What you gonna use?
X-ray machine. Look, they done stole the X-ray
machine.
They stole
out the dentist office. What are you gonna do with the material?
Hey, man, he gonna set up his own shit in grandma's house.
They about to keep some clean miles. So when they took all that equipment, and then on top of that, they set a fire. So when they set the fire, the sprinklers came on, wet all the electronics that were not movable. It wet all the so they destroyed that whole place. They destroyed that branch. It's done.
That's weird.
And one thing I will say about them calling out the white people that's burning out the buildings, I understand it because they don't want the narrative to be like, look at how they're tearing things down. Look at how they as in black folks, are tearing things up.
Right.
When it's not us, it is white people tearing things up. So they want to shift from that negative narrative that we are the thugs. We are the ones that are violent. We are the ones killing and telling up our own communities. I understand that.
I hear you, but y'all tell me, what's the difference at this time when all the other riots, all the other people getting killed? Why is it different this time? What's the biggest thing that's making it different this time?
I think one of the biggest things is that it's worldwide.
It's worldwide, but they take the shit a little bit further. They're a little bit more violent. They're a little bit more destructive. And then, people are highlighting the fact, well, like with the police department. Well, that was not us. Nigga, I don't give a fuck who it was. Let them do it. Because it's getting results. They going above and beyond. Folks is getting scared and they get results. I don't care.
That Wendy's ain't getting no results, but they let that shit. And you know what Wendy's that was? The Wendy's off of University.
Yeah.
It's nothing else around it. That neighborhood, that area is deserted. It's nothing. It's like a Wendy's and a Chevron. And that's really it. I think if you go further down, it's a high school, but it's nothing really over there. So they let that jump burn down so quick, bro. That jump was sad, man. So I'm just saying, look, they don't care about the buildings in our neighborhood. That's all I'm saying. It's not worth it for them to rush to to
You
protect.
know, I had I was made when this young man that's a grocer at Publix. He's 19 years old. He as he's bagging people's stuff, he's asking older people like, "What do you think about this? What do you think about that?" And he said that this older brother came to him and he's asking him. The brother could have been his grandfather, like, well, what do you think about what's going on? And he said he was embarrassed because his brother just ran down about how stupid his generation is, and y'all dumb, and y'all out here doing da 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 da. And I just found myself getting enraged, like, nigga, don't come at him like that, because what we do, we bitch about young people ain't doing nothing. Young people ain't doing nothing. Now they doing something. Shut up, move out the way, old heads. Let them do their shit.
And educate them, cause I was gonna do a video. It's this girl. I mean, she twerking for justice, man. Dude, I want to do the video. I may do it tomorrow. I may just say forget it. I'm gonna do it. But she's twerking
for
man.
justice.
Her ass is out, and she fine too, man. I look, she fine, and she was getting that. I mean, she was twerking the hell. She split her leg and patted her pussy and everything, bro.
She twerking for justice, though?
It ain't.
I'm serious. I'm going to tell you the video. I think
I don't even want to see it because I done seen a video for Pride Month. You know, Pride had their own separate thing outside of Black Lives Matter. They said all Black Lives Matter.
That bothers me. I'm sorry. That jump bothers me, Wellington.
Bothers me too.
Now, it bothered me till I saw the video where they was pee popping in front of the officers. Then I was like, maybe y'all do need a separate. Maybe y'all do need a separate Black Lives Matter movement.
What they were doing, Wellington?
I don't know if certain associations want to get mixed up because they was pee popping. I don't think you understand what pee popping means. They was bussy popping for the law. 2 black men. So when we get ready to say we should have all of them, they got their own creative way.
That don't bother me right there.
All Black Lives Matter. That's a touchy subject, man. That's a touchy subject. I just, we, and all of us, we on this platform, you cringe to even talk about it, and it pisses me off that we even have to cringe, but I just have a huge problem with that, man. Like, dude, we all black. Let it, dude, it ain't, we're not slighting you. Just, dude, like, just come on, man. One problem at a time, man. Chill with all that. Because you got Billy, what the dude named Billy Porter or whatever, got on there, made this big video. Like, what you doing, man? Like, that's why we can't never win, because we all over the fucking place.
Because I'm just like, I thought they were black too. Like, why all Black Lives Matter? I just didn't get it, because you're black. Black Lives Matter. I don't care if you're black, trans, black, I don't care what you are. If you black, that's what we're talking about. So you fall under the umbrella of Black Lives Matter. Why do all Black Lives Matter have to matter? Like, I didn't get it. I don't understand.
It's more attention shed. Like, it's that, man, I just don't know, bro. That aggravated me. I'm sorry, man. Anybody out there get mad at me, then whatever.
Hey, did y'all see the whole Billy Porter video? Did y'all see the whole 16 minutes?
No, I didn't watch the whole 16 minutes. I watched the clip of it, and I got aggravated.
I watched the whole 16 minutes so I could see it in its context. Because I was going to do a video on it, but then I said, before I do a video on it, let me watch the whole 16. I watched the whole 16. He spoke on white people's position and how there was, he had some very, very pivotal moments in his speech that were very accurate. And then he addressed the Ayanna Dior, was the trans woman that was attacked at the gas station where she hit 3 cars. She hit 3 cars, and that's how the incident started. That's the part I would have liked for him to address. Don't address it as if these men are attacking her because she is a trans. There is. I'm not saying what they did is justifiable. Both parties were wrong. Huh?
Was she drunk?
I don't know if she was drunk, but she describes the story as if her friend asked her to move her car. She goes out to move the car. She hits 3 cars while moving the car. then they like, where you think you going? Because she was in the hood. So you in the hood, they like, she about to flee because she was scared. She said she was scared, so she was about to flee because there's a bunch of people out there. But they like, no, we got to get this. Yes, it was a bunch of black people. It was in the hood. It was young kids. It was really young kids. But they said, we need to get this straightened out right now. So don't leave. Don't leave. And then she's like, I'm going to go get you $500. And then I'm going to go. So the whole thing was all parties were wrong. But he didn't say that. Now he said the men dragged her. It was really kids, like teenagers. So it was women and boys that were involved. Because what they said is she hit one of the girls at first, and then one of the girls tagged her back, and then she spit on the girl that tagged her back. Yeah. And that's when everybody else started getting involved.
And don't never tell the whole story.
But here's the thing. Here's a big thing about the like, dude, I empathize with it. I'm sad. I sympathize with it, and it's sad that happened. And she did die, so RIP to her. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
The girl died, or she just got beat up?
No,
she didn't die. Oh, okay.
She
didn't die. Well, then I'm really gonna say what I'm gonna. Here's the thing. How can you put that under the topic of police brutality? How can you put that under the topic of racism? In the midst of racism, and when we're trying to fight justice for racism, you're gonna come with a story about black people beating up this girl, trans, for whatever reason. Like, that's not the same topic. That's almost like saying black on black crime.
Movement.
That's like saying black on black crime. It's like, that's a whole different topic. So come on, man. Don't do that. Let's stay focused. We have an opportunity to really fight something that we've been dealing with for a long time. And you're gonna come with that story? Come on, man.
Do y'all feel this energy? Like, it's like almost like we doing this for, like, this is happening for our parents and grandparents. Like, the needle actually might move, man. It's like, I get so mad when I see people trying to redirect and hijack. Like, shut up, man. Yeah. Like, shut the fuck up.
And I'm gonna be honest. I can understand why Billy Porter addressed it, because it happened when she was on the way to the protest in Minnesota, because this happened in Minnesota. So I can understand why he addressed it, because it happened in Minnesota, because he wanted to just highlight that because he didn't want it to continue on any further to disrupt the movement, because it will disrupt the movement when it seems like this trans woman was targeted, and it can be spun as if she was targeted because of being trans versus because it was an altercation, when that's simply what it was. It was an altercation, because that could have been any one of us. If any one of us hit 3 cars in the hood and then try to leave, it's a problem. Whether you trans, whether you straight, gay, black, white, it doesn't matter. You hit 3 cars in the hood at the same gas station and try to leave without paying or without trying to, it's gonna be a problem. So that's
we all black people, man. Like, this is what I find it akin to. It's akin to like the house on fire and your parents trying to get you out the house and get the kids out the house. Then one kid stop and say, yeah, but she won't never let me play with her toys. Nigga, what the fuck they got to do with us getting out the fucking house? It's on fire. Shut the fuck up. Smack him across his fucking face. And shut the fuck up. Let's get out the house. Let's get out the house. Then we'll discuss that bullshit when we get out the house. And that's the type of shit be killing me with us. It's like we got a disease, man. Like, we can't never be all moving one way. You got one motherfucker be like, hey, but what about this? Like, right. Fuck up.
Right.
Like, and then we go, well, they got a right to be heard. Motherfucker, that's not helping us. Like,
not right now.
Not right now, man. Like, fuck out of here.
Not right now. But yeah, man.
But y'all do see it didn't necessarily really impede on the movement itself.
It
didn't go nowhere.
Thank God.
It didn't go nowhere. I mean, I'm glad, and I'm glad they went out there for the all Black Lives Matter. They was deep. I mean, I saw the pictures, I saw the video. They got a lot of support. I'm just saying, man, you matter. Black Lives Matter involve all y'all. Come on, man. We don't have to separate us. Like, we all black. We don't have to do the separation. You don't have to do a separate move. And that's what I think bothered me, because it's so many protests. I mean, I was in a meeting and they was like, dude, it was 30 protests just here in Atlanta. Yeah. Just 30 of them. And I'm like, okay, so why not organize together and just do one big protest?
And the good thing is that it's not just staying at the protest. It is moving into talks of reparations. It is moving into talks of solutions. What is being owed to the Black Americans here in America?
Say that again.
And how can we bring what? Yeah, because all this donating to charities, all this donating to this and that. I don't even know where none of that's money going. We need to get down to the brass and tags of all of this.
And what kind of reparations do we need?
But here's the thing I need Black folks to realize though.
We need
Black folks need to realize that this is not what we're asking for is not a handout. We're not a charity. This is what you owe us. You owe us this. We're collecting a debt. This is not charity. And I'm tired of white folks thinking that this is some kind of charity act. No, y'all owe us. We built this shit.
Black folks need to be exempt. We need to be exempt from taxes. We need to be exempt from a lot of things. We need healthcare taken care of. We need free therapy for everything we've endured. And the state needs to pay for our therapy sessions. So on top of the money, on top of the land,
free
on
therapy,
top of
that's good stuff.
On top of the exempt from the taxes, on top of, man, come on, education.
I think all our kids should go to school, go to college for free.
That's another one.
Absolutely.
That's what I think. I think all our kids. Now, I am all for reparations, but I gotta be honest, y'all. I ain't for giving anybody no check. That ain't gonna work.
I mean,
because when we got the stimulus check, what motherfucker did? Went about Jordans.
Yeah, and like I said, I agree. I don't think it's all about a check, even though a check will be good. But I think the opportunities and the access need to be. We need to have that access now. Whatever access
we are owed 40 acres.
Yeah, whatever y'all are, whatever resources you're benefiting from us, which is pretty much all your resources, we need access to.
Just the simple fact that all the school education free is massive.
Yeah.
Exempt from taxes, massive. You understand? This is what we are owed. We have done way too much and suffered at way too much. We built up Wall Street, Black Wall Street, Wilmington, Rosewood, all these successful Black communities without reparations, and they tore it down. And nobody is paid for that.
Right.
Nobody is paid the cost for that. So what we're owed, it has to come. It has
I like
to.
It. And the word is owed. I'm so tired of us feeling like and white folks say it too. I'm tired of y'all acting like we asking for a handout. We're not asking for a handout. This is not a handout we're asking. This is something you owe us. I don't
It was an actual thing during Reconstruction. After the Civil War, we was owed 40 acres and a mule. We were supposed to get it. And the bitch ass president after Lincoln made a deal with the landowners in the fucking South and agreed to remove the fucking Union soldiers from the South. When they did that, all that shit went out the window. So we sitting there looking stupid, but we never got it.
Yeah.
And it's
over. And it's like, even if y'all didn't give them the tools, y'all didn't give them anything to even, it's like you could, even if they would have gave us the land, it's like, we also need the material, the tools, everything. And here's the thing about white folks that I don't get, that they don't realize, that y'all got more handouts than anybody. Like, y'all get handouts all the time. You don't work for nothing. Everything you get or all your resources, it's a handout. The loans you get,
wealth,
everything is a handout.
Handed down.
It's handed down to you. You don't work for that. We have to work from bottom to the top. Y'all work from top to top. Like, y'all start at the top working.
And even if you pour white trash, you still benefiting from a system that is set up for you, set up for people that look like you. Even if you pour white trash, I don't want to belittle your struggle or whatever, but you still benefiting from a racist system.
Well, they should have benefited.
That's what makes them even more upset, to see that they done had all the privilege in the world and they still can't be shit. You
with the one.
Shit.
You didn't want to say it, Marvin, but you wanted to say it though.
Yeah, who was that comedian said that's a waste of whiteness?
I forgot who said that.
That was Godfrey, right?
Either Godfrey or Dave Chappelle, one of them said it. Because it is.
Godfrey.
It's like, dang, you had an opportunity to take advantage of your color, and you.
Oh, man.
Like, damn, you had the opportunity to take it. You know what? Somebody tried to come to my comment, a white boy. That's one of the things he said. Like, he came up poor, this and that. And I wanted to say that, like, well, damn, you should have took advantage of your privilege, brother. Because I would have. But, and you know the sad thing about white privilege. Go ahead.
And you know it's a privilege because a lot of mediocre white people, there's tons of mediocre white actors, tons of mediocre white comedians, but they have those opportunities because they white.
They have those relationships.
We gotta show up in their circles and prove ourselves. We gotta make them comfortable with us. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do it, which to me is a thin line between that and tap dancing. It is so goddamn frustrating. We're not a part of the club. We always enter in as the outsider, and they'll never know how that feels, man.
Man,
you know,
because I swear, I mean, the comedians I see on Netflix and stuff like that, I be like, how did they do it? Like, how did
look at the comedians they chose when they did comedians around the world? Did y'all see that comedians around the world for Netflix?
Yeah, I ain't even.
Did you see the comedians that they chose to represent America? Not what black man did they choose? One black woman. What was it? 2 white girls and 3 white men.
Yeah. And somebody and they act like
they chose Neil Brennan, Nick Swartzen, and this ain't nothing against, man.
and their privilege is all around the, even with their when it comes to the police. Like I heard Tyler Perry said it today, is like your kids get in trouble and they don't have a parent. Like black kids, we don't have a parent that can go golfing with the judge and get their kids off. It's like you have that access.
Yeah.
Our kids go to jail. We don't have that. We don't have the relationship with them. So they go to jail.
You know why?
Way
you know why we don't have the access? Because they make it hard. You know how hard it is just to come in meeting with the police? They police us in every corner, in every aspect of life. They police us in educations. Like my brother just graduated as a PA assistant. They made it hard for him. He's the only black man that was in the program as a PA assistant. I think it was for Mercer College. And they made it hard for him. They tried to bring him up on in front of the board over a confrontation he had with a client of their facility. They tried to bring him up in the board. A white woman did this.
We gotta work twice as hard, man.
All the time.
Regular. We got to get regular shit. We gotta work twice as hard.
They make it hard for us to buy property. They make it hard for us to buy loans. My uncle, who owns multiple properties, they tried to make it hard for him to buy the property. The property that he was checking out, they kept sending a white woman to go see if that's what she wanted. But the black woman wanted to sell it to my uncle. The black woman wanted to sell it to him. So she told the realtor, I don't know why you keep sending this white woman here to check out this property because I've already made my decision to sell it to this black man.
Yeah.
These are the things that they do to exclude us, to keep us from building our wealth. They'll go through different measures.
They're like
white folks, property, but they just wanted to keep my uncle from buying it.
White folks
this is here in Georgia.
White folks are like a kid that don't want to share their toys and not recognizing that we the reason why you had that toy. And sometimes I look at it and be like, hey, you know what? Do I blame them? Do you really want to share your privilege? Like,
no, they don't. But that's the thing. That's what kills me about all this. Let's have dialogue. Motherfuck that. Look, a bully ain't gonna start bullying you because you ask nicely. We need to start taking what we want. Because it ain't gonna be handed to us. They're not gonna do it. And if they do it, they want us to help them dismantle racism in a way that's beneficial for all involved. Fuck that shit. We are not the architects of fucking racism. And when you were doing it to us, you ain't want our input then. So don't tell us how to fucking destroy it. And excuse us if we don't give a fuck about your feelings while we doing it. You know?
That's another thing that's bothering me. Like white folks, when we had these conversations, y'all want us to make you feel good. Y'all want us to make you stroke your ego and feel better. You know, I'm not doing that. None of my conversations, I'm not apologizing. I feel the way you feel. I am not apologizing by the way you feel. Sorry.
And this is my thing. A conversation without resolution, without solutions, it's just hot air. You just blowing hot air up each other's ass. I don't understand why Lecrae was talking to Lou Giglio about
Jiglio or Giglio?
Man, fuck Giglio, whatever that whole ass pastor's name is. I don't give a damn. The man called, what was it? He said, instead of white privilege,
We call it white blessing.
People can't get over the words. People can't get over the phrase. And that's what they're having problems with. So instead of just calling it white privilege, let's just call it white blessings. And a lot of us are struggling with dealing with our white blessings.
And you know what, Wellington? I've had a conversation with people. They're trying to explain what he was trying to do. And I'm like, I don't care if this was an example. It's a horrible example. Basically, you said white people got to understand that basically y'all are benefiting off the curse of black people. And here's the thing. I'm glad he admitted to it. Like my video today said, I'm glad that you admitted to you having white privilege off the backs of black people. Great. I'm glad you say that, but I refuse to recognize it as a blessing. I would never say that.
I'm not glad for shit. I'm not glad for nothing that ain't benefiting me, nothing that he admitted. I don't care whether they admit that they benefit from us or not. The point is we trying to get to solutions. So fuck you whether you admit it or not. We trying to reach solutions.
Well, the only reason why I say that, though,
what Lecrae was doing.
But the reason why I said because America, I think if America admit to it, then we can move forward to say what y'all gonna do about it. But here's the thing: they're ignorant of recognizing that you're benefiting from black people.
They know it. They know it. They're not gonna fucking ever admit it. It's like that girl. It's like that fine ass girl that's used to everybody fucking coming at her. You know what I'm saying? Then you get this one dude like, fuck that bitch. And she just don't know what to do. She ain't gonna never accept the fact that somebody don't like her, don't think she the finest and shit. That's almost like how white people are. Like, they been the baddest bitch this whole fucking time. They ain't gonna accept none other than you admire them as the baddest bitch. It's like they can't wrap their brain around somebody not feeling them. And it's almost, that's how white people are, man. Like, you almost gotta mush this bitch in the face. Get the fuck out of here. Kick her out the fucking room or something.
Let me give you an example of, they don't have to admit it. They benefit from it regardless. But let me give you an example. America's Got Talent, right? America's Got Talent has always given the platform for the most mediocre white comedian they could possibly find. Last Comic Standing has done it as well. And the moment they got a black comedian on there was exceptionally, well. He kills it. Not only does he kill it, but he builds up his own platform from it in a massive way. And he starts to sell out shows. Whereas those mediocre comedians that were on there prior to him have gone on to be mid-level success. They still can't sell out. So you keep giving these guys abundance of opportunity, and then for every 7 white guy you let get into America's Got Talent, you let 1 black person in, and they monopolize off of it. When you could be letting multiple black people in to enable them to monopolize off of these opportunities.
Right. But they're not gonna do that for the exact reason you said. They know we're gonna take over. They understand anything we so talented, anything you allow us to be around, we're gonna take over. And they don't like that shit. So what happens? They set a goal, and then we reach the goal. When we get close to the goal, they move the fucking goal line. They move the fucking line. Yeah. And then we get close to it again, they move the fucking line. And then we get close to it again, they move the fucking line. And then what happens when you get a motherfucker who is close enough to the line been moved so many times where this nigga don't even think he black no more. He don't even think he black no more. And so now he identified with them, and so now we got to deal with that shit. So he lost to us. The game is rigged, man. It's rigged. It's like the systematic racism is baked in the cake. It's like we can't get away from this shit. And it's like our parents deal with it, our grandparents deal with it, their parents. It's like, man, we almost there to see some kind of change. And the shit is exciting, the shit's scary, because trust me, you see what's going on, man. These white folks mad. They mad, bro. They mad for real, bro.
That's why I got my guns, baby.
Bro, I talked to my son. I said, look, man, do not get complacent out here. They different from us. You know, they run cars into crowds. That type of stupid shit.
Man, they shooting now. And some of these hangings, come on, man. They ain't no suicide.
These hangings, man. Yeah.
5 hangings? Come on, publicly?
Like, yeah, black folks don't kill themselves like that.
5 hangings. And the public, these ain't at the house.
Yep.
What black folks, I don't know black people that go into a public place and say, I'm going to commit suicide here. Like, if I'm going to commit suicide, I'm going to do it at my house. I'm going to do it at home. I'm depressed. I don't even want to go outside. You think I'm going to climb up a tree and say, well, I'm about to, no, something's going on. And black folks, you better get ready. Like I told my mom, I'm like, y'all can be afraid of guns all you want, but you better learn how to use them.
Let me tell you something, boy. You see that there? There's 400 rounds of 5.56 for both of my ARs. 400 goddamn rounds that I done got.
I just bought 2 today.
Nigga, I'm not fucking around, dog.
I got 2 today. And I got my license. I ain't playing, man. I'm not gonna let my family not be protected. Like I got my gun license. I'm carrying because I'm not gonna let my nephew, my mom, when we out and about, you know, I know when we traveling, I'm going to protect them. I am.
Yeah, man. It's scary, man. I tell my son
that's what I like about you, Alton. You a Christian that will pray after you shoot the people. That's the kind of Christians we need. The one that's gonna put 10 hot ones in your ass and then pray for you after you lay down on the ground. Dear Father, I don't know why you allowed this trifling ass motherfucker to touch me, but right now he is in the dirt. I pray that you bless him and his family.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm tired of some of these Christians, man. I think Christians are, and I had a conversation with somebody. They use this I think the white religion or whatever they did to us when it comes to this forgiveness and this obeying the laws of the land. I had somebody literally tell me the Bible says you have to obey the laws of the land. So we were talking about respect and how to, and he was telling me how, you know, you have to respect the authority. You have to respect Trump and all. I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not.
Any respect to Trump. I'm not obeying no laws that are not right. Stop taking these scriptures that they gave to you for you to listen to and do nothing. And Christians right now are doing nothing because they feel like this Bible is telling them, you know, we got to forgive. We got to respect the laws of the land. No. Jesus and everybody in that Bible broke laws. When it wasn't
there's a saying, dog, that the Bible is put here to keep the poor people from killing the rich.
And that's exactly what we're doing.
It's a boundary, because if you cannot ever rise up against your oppressor if you completely follow that book. You can't, because the book will tell you stop. It's gonna make you stop.
And that's what Christians doing, and it's pissing me off. The role we're taking as Christians, as the backseat we're taking, that jump pisses me off. Y'all better calm me down with it, because I'm gonna go on.
The pastors are using that Bible to hide behind. They hiding behind it. That's all it is. They know what they're doing. They're hiding behind the word. It's a cowardice act. It's the act of a true coward, because you will take from the communities that you sit in. And when the community is being hurt, being trampled upon, being beaten to a bloody pulp, the only thing you have to offer is a weak-ass prayer. You need to be removed from that community because you are a hindrance. You are a hindrance in the survival of that community. You are a hindrance in the progress of that community. Anytime you will sit there and just tell them to pray it away. You can't pray your ass kicking away. You can't pray a billy club or bullets out your skull. But I tell you what you can do. You can fight back, and that's the only way you will end your own oppression. Period.
I'm tired of it, and I may do. I've been holding back doing a video about it, but I really believe that they have placed this religion in our mind for us to forgive and understand to a point where we ain't doing nothing. And they forget, man, Jesus, the person they talking about, was a rebel.
Yeah.
Man, here's the thing. Why would he be on death row if he obeyed the law?
Yeah.
Like, you keep on talking about we gotta just sit back and forgive. If Jesus was that innocent. Why was he on death row, man? They was afraid of this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he was breaking laws, bro, and the laws wasn't right. And and so when they come to me with that, obeying the laws of the land and forgiving and all that, and I'm like, man, y'all sound like slaves. Y'all sound like what they were telling, when the masters was hitting them, or when Hitler was putting these folks in the gas chamber, you the type to say, well, we gotta love our master.
Man.
I'm not with it, man.
Yeah, I'm not with it either. And then I'm disillusioned with so-called evangelicals anyway, because if you are evangelical and you still support Trump, you a false prophet. You false. You anyway. This dude ain't following none of the commandments in the book. He don't know nothing. This dude got up there and held the Bible upside down for a photo shoot in front of the Bird Dog Church. Didn't go inspect the church, didn't do nothing. If you are evangelical, you a clown right now. You following Trump.
Hey, you know what they told? Somebody told me, man. They because this is what Christians really believe. Some of these black Christians, they would say, well, God, he placed Trump in office. No, the hell he did not. God did not put Trump in office. Did he allow it? Yeah, because y'all stupid ass elected him. But God did not put Trump in office. Stop saying that.
Like he ordained. Like he's some king.
Not.
Like he's some king. He's not.
Like y'all act like God is up there with a remote control. No, he allowing y'all fools to do the stupid stuff y'all doing. He's
what saying? You know the Bible. You know the Bible better than me. If there's a verse in the Bible that says the Lord is not the architect of confusion, right?
Right.
Yeah, he's not. So don't say that. This is confusion. We live in confusion because
that's what it is. And hopefully he use it for our benefit, because we seeing some changes. So we needed a bigot like Trump to bring out the racists so we can handle it the right way. So I'm on a sense. I'm like, okay, I'm glad you did what you did, because now we're rioting, we protesting, we getting something done.
Did y'all see the newest video today?
I say the one he was talking about the NBA though.
No.
He was talking about
the white guy. The white guy in Chicago following the two brothers around, the two little kids, they teenagers. He won't leave them alone. He keep harassing them and shit. And the sister is following them with the camera, asking them, sir, why are you harassing them? They're trying to get away from you. And he started talking shit to the sister. And a brother came in and got in between them and tried to tell the little brother, say, man, y'all go ahead, ignore him. And he kept filming, talking shit. This white dude came from across the street. They were downtown Chicago and beat the shit out of that racist dude. It was the most beautiful shit. And then the two little brothers came back and tried to help him. Oh my God. That shit was glorious.
Send me that one.
Oh yeah.
Hey, there's some video. I got some videos I can't wait to post, because there's a video out there where, I don't know, y'all probably seen it, where the white woman came in the gas station talking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, this ain't about. Wait, which one you?
The woman, she called her name, then when the sister beat that, she said, I didn't call you a nigga, I called you a hoe.
Oh, that's the one you talking about?
When she stomped into the snacks.
Oh.
See, these are things that I want to see, because they're empowering. Yeah. You can only show so much on IG before they want to rip the video down and it's crazy.
Yeah,
they'll let you show black people getting killed, but the moment black people fighting back, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Don't hit they people, man.
Yeah, that shit was funny to me.
But that video, she stumped that woman into the potato chips. I'm like, whoever was coming for some Doritos, it's a wrap. You're gonna have to get some Takis.
That woman don't you ever call me? Wait, they said I didn't call.
I'm so happy that we finally have put a name to racist, overzealous, nosy white women, because we have been dealing with them forever. And now we have a label, Karen. And everybody know when you say a Karen, they know exactly what kind of white woman you're talking about. They know exactly what you're talking about. Because they been a problem.
Huh? Was it a lady? Well, I guess one of the white ladies was Karen. I'm trying to figure out where we get Karen from.
I don't know, man. Oh, I know. I was talking to my wife about this. You don't know where we got Karen from? Think about it. We all comedians. Karen came from a comedy show. First time it was ever came across somebody's lips in a derogatory way was on Saturday Night Live with fucking Chadwick Boseman said Karen putting all the raisins in the potato salad on that show.
Okay.
That was the first time it was said, and then everybody took off.
So here's a lot of names that we use to label these people, these trifling ass white folks, come from comedy shows. And then it finally hit the mainstream when he did do that. You're absolutely right. But black folks started it, and then it hits mainstream when Chadwick takes it to the boom.
Yeah.
Just like Becky. We was talking about Becky. Give me that Becky. White girls who like to get sloppy with black folks, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you got you a Becky. Yeah. And that became famous through song, and now it's Karen's turn, who's the trifling sister.
Ooh. Karen. Man. And they out there. They everywhere. Every day is a new Karen video.
But these folks own them. They losing jobs and they get knocked out.
They on their ass.
You from Mississippi, have you ever had to fight an adult white person as a young kid?
No.
I'm from Arkansas. We done did that. I'm not shocked at how many white people are lying on black people, black children, black women, black men. Because
they were doing that.
To white women, lying is their first language when it comes to lying on black men, black people in general.
White women.
But here in Arkansas, when I sit here and tell you, I have had to fight the children of races, and then when I win, that's when the father steps in and tries to jump on me.
Well, then I go get my daddy. I go get my ducks.
This is the dope part. One of our friends in the neighborhood whose father came out to stop it. He said, "You're not gonna beat my son, nigger." And then here comes, they done went and got the father because I'm over here backing up trying to delay time. Well, come on, Ricky, I'm about to knock your ass out, Bobby. Because his son was named Buddy. Buddy, you're not gonna touch Buddy like that. So they done went and got him. And this has been going on. They just now recorded. So when I'm seeing it, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, a tear almost came to my eye because it's about time people see that this shit is normal to them. I done had a woman go in her house, lie to her husband, said I called her a cunt. She telling this man I called her a cunt. He come out with a rifle, said, "Nigga, you got about 5 seconds before I blow your brains out." I'm like, nigga, we playing over here. Ain't nobody even said nothing to her. She came out there talking about y'all can't be playing on our road. Y'all supposed to go back down to where y'all at. But our friends live on this road. Said, ignore that bitch. We ignored her. This is at 10 and 11, 12. She go inside, tell her husband, he called me a cunt. That's the one right there. That little nigga right there called me a cunt.
White folks
he come out talking about, you got 12 seconds to get from in front of my house.
White
women have a history of lying.
Man.
That's it. That's what they do. When they tell the truth, I'm shocked. That's when I'm shocked. Fuck out of here.
What y'all so we they got the charges with the Atlanta situation, man. I talked about it. I even had a black dude try to he said if Rayshard didn't resist, basically Rayshard escalated the situation. That's basically what he said. A black dude said it under the comments. And my folks got in his ass though. So a lot of people they feel a certain. I mean, they were feeling a certain way at first. I mean, when me and you talked about it, Marvin, because he did resist. But at the end of the day, he deserved
to die.
I don't care how much resistance he did not. You see, what I can't understand is cops only they shoot to kill. That's obvious. Cops are trained to shoot to kill because we had the discussion why they can't shoot them in the leg, why they can't shoot them in the arm. Cops don't supposed to pull that gun out.
Yeah, they gotta shoot to kill.
They feel like they are about to die.
Yeah.
That's why they are trained to only shoot in your torso because I'm only gonna pull it out if I'm about to die.
Yeah.
And a lot of cops are getting off because, and I'm like, how did you feel like your life was in danger? Like Eric Garner and all these other folks, how did you feel like your life was in danger? George Floyd, why did you feel like your life was in danger? And our mayor ain't playing. Keisha
what the
ain't playing, bro.
what the weird thing is that I just found out today about the rules, the laws in Georgia. You can't even shoot your taser at somebody if they're running away.
Damn.
And the DA stated that during the press conference today. You are trained. That is a rule. If a person is fleeing away from you, you ain't supposed to be able to shoot your taser. Because he away from you now, you can't apprehend him. Either you're going to run him down and chase him, or you're going to let him go.
Wow.
Because, and then somebody tell me, said, it's like, because say a person running full speed, you hit them with the taser, they fall running full speed, hit their head on something and die. Like, because they freeze up. If a person is fleeing, you can't hit them with a taser because they're gonna freeze them up.
And they found out that the taser that Rayshard had was empty. He already shot the 2 tasers that was in it. That's what the officer said. So he knew the taser was empty, and you still shot him. How you just wanted to shoot that? You wanted to shoot him and get him down. You wanted to catch a nigga like they always do when they was with the slaves. I just want to catch your ass.
And you know what's crazy? Here's the thing. Not only after they did that, they went over and kicked him in the head.
He kicked him.
They kicked him in the head while he was on the ground. And then the other one, Devin Brosnan, stood on top of his shoulders while he was down. As this man is dying, why are you standing on his body? So that's why I don't debate this kind of thing online. This exposes, if you still talking to niggas who excuse this killing,
what happened? Right.
as a way to say that he did it to himself, then we have nothing to talk about. There's absolutely nothing to talk about.
And the dude that came under my comment, he was talking. I asked him one question: did he deserve to die? It's 3 days later, he still ain't answered that question, and everybody like answer his question. He redirected.
I don't even care to argue with these people. I just want to see this. Exactly. If these people are not convicted, street justice needs to happen. It is done. Stop letting this shit go.
The streets are going to erupt again.
Well, this time the streets going to erupt.
Stop letting these people. Niggas have given these people ample time to prove that you can work competently, and they have failed miserably millions of times. So it's time to stop, because these are just regular people in uniform. These people deserve every hot bullet that will ever come their way, every knuckle, every crowbar, every billy club, every bat that'll come across their head. They don't deserve to walk and be free. They don't deserve to live. I'm
gonna give a shout out to our mayor in Atlanta, man. She is setting the precedence, man. She's on it, bro.
I feel bad for her.
I feel bad for her too, and I know we need to protect her too.
Them white folks on her ass, bro.
We gotta protect her, man. Cause they may mess around trying to take her out.
Black folks on her ass too. When they camped out in front of her house and she had to have all the police guards, it's like she catching it. She catching it.
But them ain't sensible black folks. Those were hood black folks. Those were not sensible people. We know what kind of people they are. They were hood. You see when I
come with us, Keisha. Come march with us. Keisha don't need to be out there marching. You idiot.
Did you see
why would she be? Why would she be out there marching?
She has made the quickest and swiftest actions on these cops than any mayor I've seen.
Meanwhile, the police officers that shot Breonna Taylor still out and about, shopping, eating groceries, getting biscuits, pancakes, Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you, black folks, arm yourself, arm yourself, arm yourself, arm yourself. And I'm not a gun nut. I'm not a gun nut. I'm just saying, we can't get caught slipping. They are arming themselves like it's going out style, man.
Hey,
we cannot sleep on this.
I seen it.
And they trying to.
I seen the hand. I seen it personally. I seen it hands first. Look, I've been to the gun shop. I bought some. They have cleared it out.
Yep.
All the guns and the sales, they cleared them joints out. And the guns that are left are really high priced guns. You know what I'm saying? So You better get out there because it's the supply and the demand.
And this is my thing.
Gone.
People need to be. They need to defend themselves at these protests. You can't just go up to the protest empty-handed, no pockets. You need to defend yourself at these. You need to have mace, tasers. You need to have some weapon, some form of weapon with you at the protest, because what they're doing is they're going to these protests and trying to pick people off. They are trying to pick people off so that they can just get lost in the shuffle, because.
And I don't think black people really understand how serious.
No, I thought you want to say something.
Oh, no. I'll say I don't think a lot of black people really understand what we headed to. They don't understand how serious it is for them to remove the Confederate flag from the NASCAR. These white people are mad. I was threatened online, and I got it. I wasn't moved by dude, and I let him know I wasn't moved by it. But some shit is coming, and I just don't feel like we are ready. We are not prepared, man, like at all, and it's very, very scary. You know what I mean?
I think the young folks don't understand the gravity of white people's anger. That's who I think, because we understood it because we've lived through it. We've seen it. We know that they are irrational. They are not to be reasoned with. I don't even see why niggas still debate with white people about racism. They don't care. They just do not fucking care. They'll look for any small reason to justify killing, no matter how absurd it is. So when they took them flags off, the NASCAR flags, trust me, the South will rise again. Man, they just want to fight.
Yeah, they want to fight.
They just want to fight. They don't care. Why?
And then some people are like they give it. All progress is progress, but there's some like Roger Goodell, that bullshit. Like now you want to tell them to sign cap. That's a pacifier, man. It's falling on deaf ears. I might want to hear that shit. You ain't say that shit before.
I'm so tired of that dude. So I'm so tired of that commissioner, bro.
Why would Cap even want to go back into the NFL? Why?
I don't know if he can. I don't even know if he can anyway. Like it's man.
Even if he could, bullshit. Why would you want to go to a place that blackballs you intentionally, with every intention not to reinstate you, with every intention not to recruit you? They had every intention until this blew up. Until money is the only thing that changed the platform.
And then 13 owners are Trump supporters. 13 owners are Trump supporters,
we need to pull from these NBA. We need to pull from these sports, man, and create. We have the ability to create.
I've been pulled back. I've been pulled back. I don't.
But
really
I'm saying
watch
we had the ability to create our own league. The players, we gonna follow y'all. Like the NBA is because we like you as a player. And wherever you go to play, we're gonna come to y'all. Like I don't understand why the players won't pull from the NBA and just create their own league.
That takes a societal thinking. You gotta look, in order to make that kind of change, everybody has to be on one accord. Everybody has to already have a plan, and in order to mobilize, they already have to have a plan that will guide. What's the goal? What's the goal?
Let me ask you this:
how are we gonna do it?
Why should we, dog? If we 75% of the NFL players, and we 60% of the NBA players, we run that motherfucker. Why should we have to lead? But when I change that, if we don't play, you don't make no money. You don't make no money, ain't no league.
But at the end of the day, right, we don't play. But what they going? And this is the reason I know they can do it, because for three months you haven't played. That means you haven't been getting paid. You haven't played for 3 months, which means you can create your own league. It's not about the money. Get out, take it. Like Ice Cube did it.
Ice Cube, yes. Ice Cube was doing that 3-on-3. Yeah. It can be done on a bigger scale. If we pull our money together collectively and see what our resources are, it can be done on a bigger scale. Yes, it can be. It can be done.
It can be done. It can be done easier in the NBA and the major baseball league because they got guaranteed contracts. NFL don't. It'd be way harder for them, which is a whole nother conversation in itself. That's bullshit. If we 75% in the fucking league, like why? It's back to slavery time. It's like the Roman emperors, and they throw the big bucks in the shit and let them fight each other like some gladiator shit, and then they sit back and get a thumbs up or a thumb down. It's almost some of that shit because you don't got guaranteed checks. The owners are definitely, the NBA players are in the driver's seat in the NBA. The NFL is not. And the average career is 3 years. Like, so, and if a dude make a league minimum, he making like a what, $150,000, $200,000 league minimum, and his shit ain't guaranteed. And this cat don't really know how to do nothing else. And maybe he ain't graduated from college or some shit. It'd be a little bit.
I don't know, man.
Just saying, you know what I'm saying? But we do got more power than what we.
Do y'all think the NBA should come back?
No. That's just me. I know that's not gonna happen. Ain't nobody listen to me. They gonna come back. But I think if they really want to make a stand, don't come back.
I mean, Kyrie Irving, some of them in the forefront saying, they don't think that it should happen. But even I think LeBron, they saying LeBron want to come back and play.
Yeah.
And I know they want that check.
Just know right now they already warming up the Bucks that's gonna come out and talk. Yeah, we should come on back. Y'all seen the way Shaq and Charles Barkley went hard for Drew Brees. Y'all leave that man alone. You done enough. You don't own no more. Enough is enough. I says enough is enough.
What the fuck was Drew Brees thinking about, man?
That's how he feel.
Yeah,
that's his heart.
That's my thing. I'm tired of white people apologizing for how you feel. You said what you said. You meant it. Now let us go in our direction. Period.
You meant
let them say
it was baffling me. You like fucking statistic wise, you number 2, number 3 in the league history. This your last fucking year, your twilight tour, and you say some stupid shit like that. When the black community in New Orleans worship the ground you walk on.
All you had to say is, I understand. That's all. I understand where they're coming from.
Fuck all that. He meant that's his heart. That is truly his heart. Trump called him up and high-fived him over the phone. Good job, boy. Good job, son.
He should go ahead on and retire early.
He might as well.
Fuck all that. I hope they burn his jersey just like they burned Cap for peacefully kneeling. Cap was kneeling for a real reason, and then they burned his jersey. They stepped on it. They made it a doormat at one of these restaurant bar and lounges that's probably going out of business right now.
They burnt LeBron James jersey for leaving Cleveland. You better burn that motherfucker.
So I think New Orleans, to show that they stand with black people, should go ahead and burn that man jersey. Throw some.
They already been doing it.
You know they already been doing it. We ain't coming to no games unless he not playing.
We don't want him.
We don't want him.
Drew Brees is a Confederate quarterback. That's what he is. He is a Confederate quarterback that is. Who wants to run plays for a Confederate quarterback? Who? Why should you run them racist plays for that man? Them plays say jigaboo run. On the plays, that's what it says. When they do a Hail Mary, they don't call it a Hail Mary. They call it Hail Moon Cricket.
I don't know what the fuck that nigga said that shit. I was like, what? Then Laura Ingram get her stupid ass on there and talking about something. He gives an opinion, but when LeBron and Kevin Durant said something, now y'all shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble, yeah.
And that's why when Dave Chappelle said what he said, he called her a cunt. You don't even understand. I was sitting down, dude. I jumped up, man. Was screaming at the TV, man. When this motherfucker, dude, there was music to my ears, man, because she is a cunt. And somebody actually said it on fucking a microphone on a major platform, called this bitch a cunt. That shit was lovely. That shit was beautiful to me. I loved it.
That was a beautiful special, man. It was. Hey, and it's just so. It's so dope that like his crowd, that crowd probably came out and thought they was gonna laugh that night.
Yeah,
it was like, I don't feel like making y'all laugh. Like I'm going in this direction.
That's some celebrity for your ass, there, ain't it? The way you just can show up and talk.
You know what? It was still a very special moment. It was like it's good to see him be a human being. I'm not always going to be here to entertain you with hee-hee-ha-has at a moment like this. Right now, I'm going to speak from my heart and just let you know how I feel. And that's what it came down to. You
The
know,
conservatives hate it.
I hated that he gave Candace Owens any air. You know that made her night. She does not.
Fuck that
she don't even deserve to be a mention in his special. He has eternalized that Raggedy Pony, Moon Cricket, two tube sticks, walking.
I think she is gonna have a gotcha moment. What if Candace Owens is just doing this to make money, but she really supporting the black community?
Hell no. I'm gonna tell you something about people like that. They ain't unique, man. They've been here from the beginning of time, man. You know what I'm saying? They you know, people say we, you know, black people, so you hate them because of difference in opinion. No, motherfucker, it's not because we think differently. It's the way in which you do it. You fucking, it's like the wink and the nod, man. Like them motherfuckers, they go out their way to tell white folks, okay, white people, I'm not like those other niggas. I actually hate them too. You can trust me. Please let me be your friend. I'll show you that I'm with you. I'll show you that I'm a trusted agent. And then they start tap dancing for them. Every time you see them, and then the white folks love that shit. They love that shit, man. And that's why black people want to fucking bust them in the face with a fucking crowbar, because it's like, you know you have a black audience and you don't care. You're like, okay, y'all motherfuckers are mad? Watch this. I'm gonna really make you mad. And then they tap dance some more around. Because if you're a Trump supporter, you black, just go in the booth and vote for Trump. Can't nobody see what you're doing? Yeah. Why you gotta announce it? Why you gotta throw it in black people's face? It ain't about you support Trump. It's about you hate black people. And you want to separate yourself from them.
And they'll do anything for that white love.
Anything.
They'll do anything. Matter of fact, they don't even care about the love. They'll do anything for that white like. Just for a white like. That's it.
And you know what bothers me about the people that's like that? That they talk to people like they're a charity case. Like, you got people that be like, you know, I got the white people. They are always good to me. They're good to my kids. They always helping me out. And I'm like, they supposed to be good people. Like, why you gotta announce that white people are good to you? I'm tired of giving them applause. Like, they're supposed to be.
Yeah, she don't even ramble off facts. She'll do anything. What she has done is she's on steroids right now with the white white recipe for killing black people in the media. With the whole, as soon as they die, you bring up the criminal record, you say how much of a criminal past that they has to justify the killings.
She actually did that with George Floyd, man.
No, she does with everybody. Yeah. And white folks eat it up. They love somebody who makes them feel good about killing black people.
Yeah.
The only person she hasn't done it with.
How you be black and you look yourself in the mirror, man? You like,
easy.
I don't understand that, man.
When she see that,
you done met one of them people that's off. They had an off childhood. You seen the meme that she put up over there fighting for white love. Them people was ready to whoop her ass, and she had the NAACP secure a win for her. They gave her that $37,000.
Making money for her, man. She is making money, and she sees the money coming in when she act. Like, I think she's just a troll. I really do. I think she don't really feel that way.
I want to see a sister beat her ass on TV. I want to see it. I want it to be bloody. I want it to be horrific. I want to see her get her fucking shit pushed in on fucking TV. I need to see that, man. That will bring me joy. That will bring me joy, man. Tired of these fucking coon ass tap dancing Negroes, man. I don't give a fuck if they family members. I have no room in my life for people like that. I have enough friends. I have so many friends. I can deserve to lose a couple. I really don't want them motherfuckers around me. I don't want your dollar. I don't want your support. I don't want your follow. You ain't got to come to my shows. I don't want to have shit to do with people like that. It just, they turn my fucking stomach, man. They really do, man. You know, it pains me to know that I was the biggest Kanye West fan ever in life. His first album actually helped me through a rough part of my life. And to see what he is now, I wouldn't piss in his mouth if his teeth was on fire. And I fucking mean that shit.
He came back around.
Man, fuck him. He ain't come back around. He doing what the fuck he think he need to do. You don't come back around for hugging Trump on TV.
He is an opportunist. He saw an opportunity to make it look like he was for the black community, and he's not. His wife has outdone him when it comes to taking care of black men.
You a clown, man.
She have served more black men.
All of them need to be giving Ray J a check. Ray J made that whole family.
Yeah. Reparation for Ray J. For the Jenner family.
He is old. He is old.
They owe him.
He might call out to rappers and ball players, but you know that I hit.
They owe him. They owe him reparation.
Hey, dude, man. It's like, bro, our community, man, it's like we suffer from PTSD, dog. It's like black community suffer from, it's so exhausting being black because we got to deal with white folks and they shit. And then we got to deal with internal shit amongst ourselves. And this shit is exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
It's Kanye West tried to make it seem like he really said something when he wanted to undermine black progress by saying 800 people in Chicago are killed and nobody marches for them. A white person does it and everybody loses because they want the white people to go to jail. If black people kill somebody, guess what? They're going to jail without a doubt. Matter of fact, the person that watched them kill somebody is going to jail. Then they're going to arrest somebody who whispered about it and they're going to jail. So about 4 people going to jail if one black person kills somebody. Now, when a white person does it, he gets paid vacation. He gets leave. He gets time off. He gets free donuts at Dunkin' Donut. He gets free Starbucks coffee. He is also reinstated at another place with a higher pay.
Man,
that's like a gold star.
I just found out about the Terrence Crutcher. You remember the big solid dude that got shot outside of his SUV, the white lady, Officer Shelby.
Yeah.
He had his hand up. I saw the 60 Minutes about that, man. She still got her job and got promotions and everything, man.
Yep.
And hearing her story, y'all go to YouTube and hear her on her. They actually do an interview with her on 60 Minutes, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You're like, oh my God, this white lady is crazy.
Living her life.
Living her life. And
we just
say that her actions were justifiable.
I'm done with politics. Street justice needs to happen. That's it. That's the only way. Because I promise you, if the shoe was on the other foot, white people will have their AKs and their ARs at them people's houses. Period.
But it's like the black community is a battered wife.
Oh, we are abusive. It's an abusive relationship. And it's so abusive that they I feel that's why I was like, I'm mad at these companies because it's like y'all knock us up, slap us, and then y'all come back with roses and y'all do bullshit like change the color of a Band-Aid or Starbucks. Now you can wear a T-shirt. It's like y'all knock us out and they say, "Oh, we're sorry," and it's abusive. It's abusive, man, and it's time for us to stop going back. I'm tired of us just going back. Like the NFL, we're going back.
We can change. We can change him. We can change, like battle women say, he gonna change. We can change him.
And obviously, after 400 something years, we haven't. So let's get our shit and go.
Pull your money. They done passed the brief. How crazy is it that they passed that Breonna law, the Breonna law, which is the no-knock warrants are ever to be done in the state of Kentucky, but they have not arrested the 3 people that killed her. The 3 people that are responsible for her death. How crazy is that? That you could pass, that law got passed faster than the arrest. These people still out. That's crazy to me.
And you know what's like it's a lot not being said too that's very interesting to me. Like it's like what black people are saying, but white people are not acknowledging it. Dude, 21 fucking countries on this fucking earth are protesting. Some are just as aggressive and violent as us. All around the same thing. White people being racist toward them. It ain't all about George Floyd. It ain't all about the support for America. The shit going on over there.
Yeah.
White people being racist.
You
there's a theme, right? There's a theme, a running theme with white people being fucking racist and assholes across the globe. Wonder how that's really weird.
Yeah. Look, this is one of my crazy. This is a crazy thing. As much as a lot of people may not like Louis C.K. right now, but he still got his fans. He still got his followers. Louis C.K. has a joke where he talks about how I could go back in any time or any point in the world and be fine as a white person. Now, maybe not so much as in the future, because in the future, we're going to get it bad. We're going to get it bad.
It's coming. It's coming.
They probably going to be impaling us with all kinds of objects and doing all kinds of bad things to us. After what we've done to everybody, we're going to get it bad. They're going to hold us down and give it to us 10 times 10. And
fellas, on some serious shit, that's absolutely going to happen. They're not going down without a fight. It's going to get worse before it get better. Trust me.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I always say people got to get ready, man. This shit about to get stupid.
Obviously, I'm going to tell you black people, if you don't hear what we saying, them white folks are purchasing these guns and they're getting ready for what they believe is about to be a race war.
Yeah.
And so if your black ass want to be scared of guns because you was raised to be scared of guns and have them in your house and your kids shouldn't be around them, they're teaching their kids that. I met a white boy today. He said, I've been shooting guns since I was 4 years old.
Whatever money y'all taking to buy Jordans, stop it. You ain't, trust me, them Jordans ain't gonna help you when them guns get to ringing.
Go get your
them
license.
Bullets get to come out of that, when that starts happening, the only thing that's gonna save you, it ain't gonna be no retro 6s or no aqua 8s. You better go ahead and get your Glocks, get your ARs, if you gotta order some of this stuff off of Amazon.
Because you shouldn't be going to no protest without protection. You should have a concealed license, and that should be in your hip, on your hip when you're protesting, so we can protect our women. And I ain't saying you got to shoot cops and stuff, but if it's a white bigot out there that did what he did down there on Edgewood in Atlanta, shot into a crowd and killed 2 people, injured 5 people, I know y'all heard that story. Y'all haven't heard that story?
Yeah.
And that's sad. If you haven't heard it, yes, right here in Atlanta, they still looking for this white dude. Got out of a truck, shot into the crowd, killed 2 people.
See, that's what I'm saying. People need to be armed at these protests because they are, when I say and tell you, they're scouting for protests. They online looking for black businesses to burn. They're online looking for protests to shoot into. That's their goal. They live for this. Yeah. This is a perfect moment for them.
Well, fellas, man, I don't know how much time we did, man.
We had coming up on 2 hours, man.
All right, we had so much to talk about. We've been gone for so long, man.
Yeah.
So, hey, black folks, man.
Seals is hosting the BET Awards. Just to end on a light note.
I don't really even have a comment about it. I mean,
it ain't about comedy, but somebody's being in these hard times. BET Awards still finds a way to celebrate. I don't even know. Are y'all gonna watch digital BET Awards? I like the way Marvin keeps swaying back and forth like a seal.
I mean, I saw it and I was just like, oh, okay. Amanda. Yeah. And I'm just
I forgot all about award shows. What's the point? I don't care about award shows. I don't care who's singing and dancing. I forgot all about verses. Are they still doing verses?
They were supposed to. I know John Legend and Alicia Keys supposed to do Juneteenth.
Really?
Sunday. They're supposed to do Sunday. They're supposed to be doing this weekend.
Talking about John Legend Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys, the one who told her son when he said he don't feel like getting his nails painted rainbow colors and unicorn horses on it. That's she gonna do a verse.
She doing verses, which I don't remember Alicia Keys having that many hits. But I
Oh,
guess
she got some hits.
she got a not to go an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
All you need is 20 hits. All you need is
Do
20.
she have 20 hits?
Yeah, she got 20.
She's written for other people too now. I mean, she's
Okay. I forgot verses is about right for other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
She got some hits.
Cause John Legend he's written for some other folks too.
Yeah, that's why she ain't really got to work no more. I mean, but she paid now.
No, I think Alicia Keys is a dope artist though, cause she plays. She's a musician. So I love artists that are musicians, you know. But I did forget about verses for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It got us through it got us through the corona, but it ain't gonna get us through this.
She needed to do a verses. She needed to do a verses with Swiss Beats ex-wife. That's who she needed to do a verses with.
She ain't gonna do that.
You know, Swiss Beats ex-wife was an artist too. Matter of fact, she was signed to Swiss Beats. They need Rashonda or something. That's who need to do verses. They need to put them brass pads on.
Stupid, man. All right, before we go, do anybody need to be canceled, man? Anybody need to be?
Shit, Candace Owens.
They canceling everybody. They try to cancel
Ted
J.
Cruz.
Cole.
Ted Cruz get on my nerves, man.
They try to cancel J. Cole. Like people are trying to cancel everybody now, man.
You know who they on right now?
Who?
Chris D'Elia. They on that white boy. Woo, they on that white boy. Chris D'Elia. For trying to talk to 12, 16-year-old girls, 14-year-old girl, 15-year-old girls.
Oh, man, I ain't heard about that.
Oh, y'all ain't seen that one? Oh.
Ooh, fuck.
Because, you know, on the Netflix series You, Chris D'Elia plays a pedophile. So they don't went and dug up all the messages, all the DMs he done slid into, trying to get 16-year-olds to meet up with him.
Man,
trying to get them to come to his hotel.
Love these young girls, because your boy from Immature, what's his name? Mark. He's married. He's about to marry an 18-year-old girl. I saw that on the Shade Room, and I'm just like, you 38. I just don't. I don't see how they could do that. Although she's legal, I just don't see how he could do it.
Let me tell you something. The blue checks are on Chris D'Elia's ass.
For real.
Boy, they on his. If you go on Twitter, just go on Twitter and put in Chris D'Elia. They on his ass.
They own him.
We talking about women, and you know anybody who try to come out and defend them, oh, they on your ass too, nigga. They will find some dirt on you. Better keep your mouth shut. Let these folks have
everybody. They own folks, boy.
Own him. Go
they
on
everybody. Is B. Simone still catching hell?
She tried to stay quiet. Hopefully she'll.
Hey, all she had to do was keep them folks pages out her book. That's all she had to do. Matter of fact, this wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have said something about the 9-to-5ers. But the 9-to-5ers got off work, and at 6 p.m. at 6 p.m. They went and found out that you was out here.
Baby boy.
I just wish she would have been quiet, man. It's a different beast of
You wasn't just looking for a boyfriend, but you was looking for work that wasn't yours. And then you put it in the book.
I will say she's a different B. Simone than I met 2 years ago. I will say that. I mean, she's different, and I don't know she just kind of like, you know how people find a lane and it's working for them, and maybe that's what
money changes people, man.
Yeah. Hey, well then, if money changes people, why don't you go ahead and put some of that money back in some of these people's pockets whose jokes you out here doing? Do that for us, just a little bit. Yeah. Just a little bit. You got a little money.
That was unnecessary, Wellington.
You ain't got to take no more.
My heart, and the crazy thing about it, my heart goes out to her because I know her personally. My heart goes out to her, man. But I do know it's a different piece of Simone, man.
Hey, look, I don't doubt that she's good people. I think she may be one of the greatest people in the world, all that. But on top of that, guess what? You have an opportunity to pay somebody for the material that you're doing that belongs to them. Yeah, you go ahead and pay them the money. It ain't that hard. It really ain't that hard.
That plagiarism, boy, that was bad.
Whew. And this wouldn't have been a problem if you didn't have a pattern of these habits.
Somebody was angry at her because the story is the white girl never heard of B. Simone, never knew about a book, and somebody randomly emailed her. That's the story. Somebody randomly emailed her that B. Simone took her stuff, and then they began to find other
Working 9 to
Is
5.
our future as influencers in jeopardy because of this cancel culture? Because it seems like it's turning out to be like we are not really influencers if we are influenced by the people who follow us. If everything we do, we're scared about what they gonna say, and that's it. Are we really influencers? Are we really?
I said the same
Who's
thing.
been canceled though? Who has been canceled?
It's only
Because they
people.
tried to cancel Just Hilarious on multiple times. Just Hilarious is still flourishing. She's still getting deals. She's still doing very well. She's still selling out shows. Can you cancel a person who still sells out shows? Riddle me this.
I just think this needs to happen. I really feel like influencers need to research what they put out. Like, don't put out opinions and thoughts if it's not well thought out. Wellington put out videos. You put out videos. I put out videos. But when we say something, we're not just going off the top of our head. We research. So that means when we put it out there, we stand on it. Yeah. And I think that need to happen with influence. And the people that is not doing that, these influencers need to shut up. If you're not,
everybody don't need to talk.
If you're not going to really research and have this stuff well thought out, shut up. And that's what I think needs to happen.
And you know what's crazy? I had that Corey Holcomb video. I've been sitting on that video for a minute. Did y'all see the video I did?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of figured you saw it, Marvin. But anyway, like I said, I had.
Yeah, I saw. I actually went back to go see the 50. I went to go see that podcast. But obviously, but here's the thing. Obviously, Just Niche ain't that mad because Just Niche still rock with her.
Yeah,
let me tell you. Let's be honest. When you getting your bread and butter from somebody, it's a lot of things that you gonna let slide. You know what I'm saying? If you getting some money,
I'm sorry. I'm not saying. If somebody stole my joke and I'm on the road with them,
that's you.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna be on the road with them.
I don't know, man.
That's you. Now, I had that video. The first time I saw it, I was like, because this happened about 3 to 4 months ago that he put out the video. So I've had it, and I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing about it because, maybe it was a one-time thing. Maybe this isn't. Maybe, if ain't nobody else saying nothing about it, I'm gonna just leave it alone. Then, guess what? You show who you do this where you take somebody else's work and you put it in. You can be expelled from college from doing somebody else's work, from using somebody else's work and passing it off as yours.
Somebody from a team?
Yeah, she said
You don't read your books?
She said
that's
somebody from a team.
That's literally your book. Did you not read? Did you not research? Did you not say, hey, this could possibly be somebody else? Where did you get the worksheet? Where was the idea for the worksheet?
Oh, did you say, wait a minute, I didn't write that?
So, and once again, I ain't going hard at her. What I'm doing is I'm speaking to the people who think that it's okay to try to get away with somebody else, using somebody else's work to make money off of.
Yeah,
it's not.
Creative. I think all creatives should speak up some kind of way when stuff like that happens, because we all are creators, and for anyone to steal something that you work hard for is unacceptable. Period.
Yeah. But back to the question about can't nobody's really getting canceled because people just come back and sometimes they get more followers. Like the woman who said the Los Angeles niggers, she ain't get canceled. You know that woman had 3,000 followers before that incident, and guess how many followers she's at right now? 20,000.
Well, that's the wrong kind of followers, though. The people who liked her saying that, them is like.
But there are people following her and excusing it because they said that was a mistake. They believed it was Nakers. They believe she said he was casted for the Los Angeles Nakers. They believed it was Nakers.
Who's the Nakers? Who's the Nakers? God. All right, y'all, man. We got to get up out of here, man.
All right, y'all.
Look, thank y'all for tuning into another Unmanageable Negro, man. I'm Alton Walker. Make sure you follow Alton Walker Show
comedian Marvin H, aka the Grumpy Uncle. Get at me on Twitter and on Instagram at comedian Marvin H, and Marvin Hunter's fan page on Facebook.
It's your boy Wellington Ojukwu. Follow me on Instagram, Wellington OJUKWU. And also, B Simone, don't take it personal. Actually, look, she actually blocked me.
Oh, she did?
Oh, she blocked you for that video.
I didn't even know she was watching my videos. All I know is I was about to go over to her page to look at another picture, and then I was like, oh, I can't access this? Oh, so you mad, you big mad now. You ain't got no reason to be mad at me.
You'll never work again, buddy.
She followed you, man. She believed in you, man.
Yeah, man, she believed in you, Wellington.
You one of her
She ain't never posted none of my videos. She ain't never liked a video. She ain't never commented on video, man. I ain't worried about that. This is Ojukwu, goddammit.
Like I said, I know her personally. My heart goes out to her. Like I said, I don't agree with what she did. I feel like it's wrong for you to copy anything as a creator. It's wrong, is wrong, is wrong. And like I said, the only thing I say it's a different B Simone than I first met. The B Simone that I met 2 years ago, man, that's a girl that is dope. And I was like, I rock with her. The one she start growing into, I was like, I can't rock with that.
I'm really impressed with your honesty right now. That's A1.
I mean, and I'm gonna be honest with her. I mean, if I talk to her personally, that's what I would tell her. It's like, this new B Simone, I don't know her. You know, the baddest bitch, and you know, the cockiness, and it's like, you know, one thing she said on Twitter which made me say, ugh. She was like, I can't be canceled. And the way that she was like coming back at her fans, I don't know that person. I know a humble B Simone that was just green and just ready and wanted to.
Money changes people. Yeah. And then when you get a bunch of yes people around you, that affects it too. So
yeah. And everybody wonder why I rock with Desi, because Desi is a humble dude, man. You know, one thing I say about Desi is like I think he cared too much about his fans. I really think
that video, when I see him, I got to say something about that video. Good evening.
Ronnie Jordan already did it. Ronnie Jordan did it on the live. He said, did you say good evening?
Good afternoon.
That boy was scared.
Gentle folk.
He's a humble dude, man. I rock with him, man. Say what y'all say about that. That man is one of the humblest dudes. Now,
I pick up him on it. I went on this shit and gave him some encouragement and shit, but I'm gonna clown him when I see it about that goddamn good evening.
Yeah, man. That's my dog, man. Shout out to that man.
And like I said before, man, I think I ain't got nothing but love for people when they go out, they do their thing. I don't necessarily look at people having to humble themselves and none of that. Hey, go do you, whatever comes of it, comes of it. That's at the end of the day. I'm just happy y'all are succeeding, but do not succeed on the back of others without giving them their just due.
Yeah,
it's that simple.
That's just a rule.
I have yet to hear Marvin speak on this incident with her having to plagiarize somebody else's work, or even what Corey Holcomb accused her of doing. Marvin, what is your thought?
It's foul. What you want me to say? It's foul. I mean, it's stealing. You don't fucking steal. See the dude, man. This dude is messy, man. This dude
he got blocked now. He's trying to get
That's why he got blocked, man. That's why I show fuck with you, man.
Hey, you know who wouldn't do this?
And you know what, Marvin? If she's in a room and they talk about Unmanageable Negroes, he's gonna mess it up for both of us.
Hey, you know what? You know who wouldn't do this? Top Notch. This would never happen with Top Notch. Never.
Hey, man. We done, man.
We done, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another Unmanageable Negroes. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, Twitter, man. We out of here, man. God bless y'all. Good night, man.
Peace. Be safe.